All right, we got about 30 seconds here. So we're going to be opening up on a smaller gap. $55.49 was the prior week's high. Yesterday's high was down here. This is a untouched settle, previous untouched settle. So yesterday's settle was actually 28. There's the open. What's going on? It's not working.
Now just this stupid thing. Now all of a sudden it's fucking working. Now it's getting the data. You son of a bitch.
Right, so we're getting a little flush down here. Remember, we have news at 9:45 too, so there's really not a lot of rush here to make a decision. I think it's probably best to stay patient here. Nasdaq trading in a pretty tight range here. Nasdaq going for the low now. Tesla selling off big time. There's a seller at this like 952 area on the Nasdaq. There's a battle right here on this 43 and the Nasdaq buyers stepping in. Seller on the 49. See if these buyers hold. They should hold like the 41, 42 area on the Nasdaq. Little pressure on the ES. Dow selling that still. Remember we got short the Dow yesterday, still short. Yeah, I got it. More than twice. More than done. Still 5 minutes until news, guys. See the weighted AD traded down a little bit. Tick is trying to pop here. So the key thing to pay attention to as we come into the news is the impulse. So where does it impulse from, and does it cross back from over that impulse? And if it doesn't, then pretty much want to trade in the direction that it doesn't cross over. And for me, I start getting a little bit more bearish underneath of the 33.50. Because underneath that, you're basically at the center of the balance, and if there's no buying, then good odds to rotate down to that 12.7 area, the low of balance. So pretty decent move there from like 30 to 12. Hopefully the news doesn't come and then we get movement, and then that's it for the rest of the day, and the rest of the day just stays pretty muted. We already have a larger range than we normally do, 17 points. There's the news. So impulse is down. The internals are definitely not looking as not looking too bright. They defended the impulse right there. The impulse is basically 44 quarter is what I have it as. Guess I'll move down there. So basically, with this, so we get a news impulse, and we do have, I guess, home sales at 10, but we get this news impulse. The initial move is to the downside. It pops back up, defends the initial impulse, and then pushes lower, would kind of indicate that we do have some selling coming into the market there. And then we take a peek at the internals, right? And the internals all look pretty down. So take a peek at the Dow. It's the definition of shit off a cliff. Still coming lower here. Nasdaq still selling too. We just hit that 31. So pretty decent reversal there. Nasdaq's not closed its gap yet, but it's about to. Big red on pretty much everything. Nvidia's holding strong still, but big red on Apple, big red on Microsoft. Morning, Steve. Nvidia kind of the only holdout.
Video starting to look weaker. A little bit of a bounce off its VWAP, but looking quite as strong as it was.
These shorts are aggressive too. Nasdaq's just a few ticks from closing its gap. Yes, already damn near back inside last month's range. Crazy, Nvidia's $1,029.
It was 1,040 just a little bit ago. It's insane. I think we're getting another push down here.
Yeah, there's a buyer stuck at the 60.
The battle of shorts piling in and shorts covering.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I made enough money. I'm good.
I have a support area for the Nasdaq from this like 843 to 828 coming up, and it's basically going to interject right with the prior month's high on the ES. So just a little careful there for a bounce. Seller's definitely trying to move down still though. Makes sense as a nice target for this 60 short.
Oh, AMD's dropping.
Now I can't hear you, Raj.
And look at the strength on that downside. 19 highs and 2
22
lows, and then
lows.
the upside is 2 highs and 22 lows.
It's short 53.43.
Yeah.
That was before the news though.
Yep. So that's something to take. Should actually turn into a focus trade here in a moment. I'm surprised it hasn't yet. I think it's just waiting for a little bit more confluence.
Damn.
Out.
No, my profit target got hit. Um, I couldn't move it quick enough. It just jumped right there. Might trade up to like the 84, 82 area on the NASDAQ. And on the ES, it's like the 31, 32, this, or 33, this comp VPOC.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
It's pretty volatile comparatively to the previous couple of days, you know what I mean? A lot of opportunity here. I think maybe we'll go to 18 on the NASDAQ. The ES, the real target down is 80, 5280. If it gets down to 5280, there's some chance for a continuation down to that 245. Poor low. It's only 10 o'clock. Does it feel like it's been a lot longer? Just because there's been a lot more to pay attention to today.
But they did. It got a focus short. 39 or 29, 29 quarter. Minutes ago. What did the NQ do?
I think he doesn't have the focus yet.
No, because it's still above the settle. It uses the
Yeah.
settle as a pivot.
It's right at yesterday's high. Nasdaq is what's having trouble breaking down. So unable to take that poor low. They're back at this 29. And to be honest, well, in the Nasdaq, it looks like some sellers stuck, but it looks like buyers are stepping in. To be honest. I mean, I hate to say I called it, but
I mean that it bounces.
well, the Nasdaq. Yeah.
Where did it get to? Where did it get to?
It's
38.
up at 18,900 already.
Oh, but
It's
how
about
far did it go
60
down?
points. It's bounced about 60 points off its low.
It's interesting that there's no long in the model yet. Typically doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't think
The,
there's
the
neither
internals
long
are
nor
really
short.
weak. There must be. This bounces. I mean, you're getting a little bit of relief here in the Dow and Microsoft. Apple's still looking like shit. And I mean, Nvidia still looks strong. I don't know that I really trust the long though either. This thing can't even rally over the half back. It's kind of a weak rally if it can't get over the 40. So what would be, I guess, what the market's looking for? If sellers are looking to move in, we want to see this volume point of control shift down either to here to this 36 or to this lower spot towards yesterday's settle. And that would just basically show acceptance back inside balance. And then the only obstacle really is the 22, which is the low, to try to trade back towards that 17. Apple's continuing lower here. Not the
Doesn't
strongest
this look like
look.
maybe they're filling in the weak spots in the profile?
Yeah, it does. It looks like a reoffer.
Twenty-five, 26 areas where they'll probably make a stand to try and pull down the VPOC if that's what their goal is.
Some buyers trying to step in here on the 32 quarter.
This feels like there might be a little bit of a liquidation. I kind of like
Nasdaq
that.
definitely a lot stronger.
So 25, 26, I'm imagining is the target.
You're short?
Yeah, I got short when it got below the settle. I actually gave it a little more freedom than I really felt comfortable with, but I committed, and so I said, I was already up a little bit. I wasn't up enough to cover everything that I went short, but I was believing in the short, so I kind of just played it out. I'm in at 29. My stop is
Nice.
currently at slightly above that entry.
Yeah, and if the sellers are strong, they should take the low here.
I said the 25, 26 was where I was thinking they were going to get to, so we're almost there. Yeah, right here. Right here is where I was thinking they were going to get to.
So if you're
25
taking
and
a
a half.
scalp like that, are you taking off your whole trade right there at 26, or are you trying to
No,
trail it?
no, well, I'm trailing it a little bit. I'm not crazy on it, but I'm trailing it to a certain degree. That's the hard part is it's pretty volatile. So that was why I ended up getting upside down on it. I should have been getting out of it as or peeling off as it was coming down, and I didn't. It was a stupid idea. It was a poorly executed trade. The entry was fine, and I probably could have just taken the 3 or 4 points that I had and been done and walked away. I didn't. That was the problem. That was the issue. It's just something I'm still working on.
Yeah, because a lot of times in that situation, if like you have identified a trade where you're expecting like you're short 29, you're expecting 26, you get 26, it's
Yeah,
a lot of times better just to take the whole trade off completely instead of
yeah,
trying to trail it, because then then it comes back up to 28 and stops you out. Instead of 4 points, you get 1 point.
yeah, that's for sure. I was looking for it to get to the 19. That's the reason why I didn't get out. All right, this move down, I was looking for 25, 26. The previous move, I was looking for 19 because it was moving much more quickly and I didn't have all of that volume right there. I do think we're going down. I mean, honestly, my long-term target is the 10, which was that low of yesterday, or well, it was the area. It got right near the 10. It didn't actually get all the way to the 10, but it got close. I mean, I should say the upper, wait, hold on, where was it? I guess it did go down to the 6, but the 10 was that upper area of where it was still consolidating. Right there. And half, 10, 11, somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's where we're 4 wide down there.
That's what I was looking for initially. I figured the 19 was a good stop on that way because that was where we started to actually more volume in that area when that moved down. So and then I didn't get out and that was dumb. I've always gotten back in. I don't know why I do that. It's a frustrating in my trading.
Point of control shifted down.
Not for me yet. Only on one tick. And still shows it up higher. That is the area where I was thinking it would pop down to. Come on. At least I'm in profit now. No matter what happens. Still looking for that 19.
Oh, Jake, it's on 2 ticks. That's why.
Yeah.
You're looking for 19?
Yeah. This push down, I'm looking for 19. Maybe I'm a little too gung ho. Maybe it's the 26 I should be looking for. I have to just drop it and stop, or drop and get out. Drop my stop and get out. Gonna come back and hit me if I don't watch it. I'm gonna lose on those points. Come on. Come on.
Think they can hear you?
Freaking A. I think so. I think they can. That is not what I wanted. Well,
What happened?
I'm gonna stop me out. I put my stop at 2 ticks out of profit and it hit me. I didn't want to stay in it. I should have just taken my profit when I had it. A long showed up
For the NASDAQ or for the ES?
for the ES
Mm.
and for the and for the NQ. There's a focus long too. There it comes down. Exactly what I wanted it to do. Well, not exactly, but it's coming down with more force is what I'm saying. Oh, I did it pulled my VPOC down to 27.
Any rally that doesn't get above 40, I think, is weak. And the longer we spend back inside balance, the better the odds of acceptance, the better the odds become that we test the 53.10. Well, 53, like the low balance, which is like 6 to 12. Which would be like the 22 on the NASDAQ. The 822. But the NASDAQ looks a little bit stronger. The NASDAQ rallied past it above its halfback. The NASDAQ really needs to find acceptance up at this 950 area. The NASDAQ profile looks similar to the ES profile, but it's up here. But it looks like a liquidation shape.
Trying to hold it above that 900. the ES is what's holding the NQ down.
Could be
The
the Dow
NQ
too. I
catches
mean, the
both.
Dow's down like almost a half or over a 0.5%.
Oh. I think if the NQ catches a bid, it's going to pull up the ES. I mean, a strong bid.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense, especially because you really don't see a lot of strong selling with that poor low. And it's continuing to hold, and the market's kind of basing out. We just wonder if we're going to get this continuation on the pop or if it's going to give up. Apple cut a decent little bounce here. Microsoft as well.
MD is below its settle.
Nasdaq really trying to figure out what it wants to do here. It'd be interesting if we get another point of control shift here.
Yeah, we're putting in a lot of volume right here on the ES for sure.
7 points higher would just tell you that the volatility is really dying down. Nasdaq below like the 95 starts to get a little bit slippery, so just be careful. Yep. There's that 95 right here in the Nasdaq, so be careful right here.
I think if the NAS doesn't flush the C low that we pop back up. Holding it. Looks like there's a weak spot at the 80, 880 on the NAS. Which I guess is B halfback.
The NASDAQ?
Yeah. There's a weak spot on the profile at the 880.
Oh, I have my NASDAQ thing on 8 ticks, so I can't see shit.
I think I'm on 4. Maybe 6. Yeah, I think it's 4.
Watch 32 here on the ES.
Oh shit.
Looks like
You can tell.
looks like a line in the sand there. You hear me, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can hear you.
we
now.
can hear you.
He's
Just
alive.
checking. Buyer just stepped up on the 32 now. He smacked him back down.
I was gonna say it looked like he got down ticked.
Yeah, well, he went up a tick and then they smacked him back down. So that's probably pretty weak. Trying to hold this
As is
31
holding above
quarter.
the 880 though. I think as long as the NAS holds above that 880, they're gonna really struggle.
I mean, the
Yeah, I think
internals are
that'll
We're
not
coming up
good.
on it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
we're coming up
internals
on it.
they're not good. So like I wouldn't have any confidence buying until you see the market bounce. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be a buyer here. You'd want to see the market up at like 46 to be a buyer.
With a focus on the middle market.
Yeah, I think that might have been a clue for us there. That 32 getting smacked right back down. This thing's gonna get weak. I think.
I think Nvidia is really the only thing that's been, I guess the IT sector in general has actually been moving up a little.
What's up, Jason?
Not crazy, but moving up.
Nvidia? Yeah.
Well, and the IT sector is actually getting stronger too. It was negative 1, and now it's only negative 0.53. Yeah, we're in the 880 range on NAS. I think if they push through this 880, we get a little bit of a flush. Maybe down into that 70.
Yep. 67, 70 area. That's a good target.
There it goes. I guess we'll see if they get continuation. So far, I'm not necessarily a believer. The next target would be the B, 845. I guess 850 probably more like a little bit of a ledge there. IT sector still coming up. Now at 0.33.
I don't know if your IT sector is calculating correctly. Because it's not on my screen, it's making a new low.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then my number must be wrong. Maybe my number's wrong. I'll have to fix it. I'll look at it tonight.
I mean, unless your IT is based off something. I'm just looking at
It
XLK.
must have been based. I am looking at XLK, but I'm gonna bet money that what's happening it happened is that it's using the close and not the open. Oh, so
Mm.
the negative number, the percentage is using the right number. The number that it's showing, which actually now that I'm thinking about it, isn't showing negative. It's showing 0.33, not negative 0.33. So it must be using the close to calculate that, but the open to calculate the other. So there's a bug in there, bug that I need to go in and fix. You know, not surprising there's a bug.
Always.
In my freaking life. There's a common, there's a t-shirt that says 99 bugs on the wall, 99 bugs to fix, take one down, patch it around, 107 bugs to fix. 25. NASDAQ basically got to be low and stopped. NASDAQ's gonna bounce when it gets to the 39, looks like, which is the value area high that I'm showing. Or it's likely to hit resistance is what I mean to say, not admittedly that it's gonna bounce. It's kind of a dumb way to say it.
I'm done. I am done. I don't even have a runner. I closed everything at the point of control, so.
Nice tie. Good trade. He said he
Who did?
closed at 25. Tyler, he's in the channel. His user is bad jokes by Ty. He said he
Oh, I didn't know
closed at
that was
25.
him. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to use market score and teaching him a little bit about TPO.
Nice.
Next, I'm going to have him read books.
Books are very
maybe,
important.
maybe he'll be better than me. I hope so. Let's see if we can make it to that target. Come on, baby.
So this would be like a easy time to put sell stop at 22, like right at the low, and then as soon as it breaks, if it breaks, you're gonna move your stop basically right inside like this 23 half, like a 2 ticks off the low, and basically try to scalp down to that 17. That would be a like a pure mechanical setup trade, which will probably work. Weighted sectors breaking the low. You got Microsoft and Apple kind of cooling out, but you'd really like to see them roll over here. The Dow is just getting punished. I wish Tommy was here so I could fucking talk shit to him.
Why? Just what would he?
No, because yesterday I told Tommy I got to short the Dow, right? Well, we were all in here.
Right.
But he was like telling me that I should close it, and I was like, no, the Dow is weak. And then I always go back because James and I got an argument one time about James and I got an argument one time about how like he was like arguing for correlation. And so
between the
between the
ES
indices,
and
between the indexes,
or
yeah, like they
all
all
of them,
trade up
all
or
of
they
them.
all trade down, yeah. And so I was like, that's just not how it works. And we were kind of looking at it from different perspectives, so we just really weren't understanding what each other was saying, and we were texting too,
You got
so that
into a
didn't help.
Dow short. You went a Dow short while it was moving up yesterday.
I got in a Dow short yesterday. Yeah, it wasn't moving up though. I didn't see the Dow move up yesterday.
Oh, I didn't. I meant when the ES was moving up.
Oh yeah, the ES was moving up. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. That's what I was. That's what I was trying to. The correlation in the conversation was. So I was missing.
Right. Yeah, and I got short and plan on holding. We're almost at my target for the Dow, actually.
We got to the 19.5.
Oh, actually, we might have hit it. Yeah, I think we did. Let me see if I got filled though.
Come on, baby.
My Face ID on
There we go.
on the iPhone is like not working lately. I type my password in like a fucking caveman.
That must be it. Chisel it out. Chisel out your figure, your face in a on tablet to show to Siri. I ended up getting back in. I'm glad I didn't write it up and take the hit, but I wish I had been smarter earlier and taken that profit instead of being a little bitch. I don't know what I was thinking. Need to work on that.
Yeah, Tyler, use your dad as an
What not to do,
example of what not to do.
for sure.
Like, should I
For
take a
sure.
plan, a trade that I haven't planned? Yes. Like, actually, no.
Well, my plan was below the settle, which is why I got in it below that settle. I'm currently back in at 28.5. Got to the 17 quarter and looks like it's gonna go. It looks like it's gonna bounce.
Well, here we are in the same situation again. So you were short from 29
Well,
last
but now
time.
my profit isn't. I'm not moving my profit. My profit is currently at 20 quarter, 23 quarter. I'm not moving my profit.
But last time when you were saying
Exit,
you want to be short from the settle, but you're looking for the 19 is what you were saying. So you're there.
Yeah, true. True. It did. It did take
I
off
remember
one. I
last
just
time you
wasn't.
didn't take profit. It came all the way back, took you out for a small
And I got
loss. Just saying. I mean, you planned the trade. Definitely. You said it out loud, and it was successful eventually. So, you don't want to give back
after the
the.
second trade.
I mean, but that's the thing is like it
So
doesn't always work on the
here's-
first. It doesn't always work on
I
the first
agree.
shot. You know what I mean? That's just how trading is.
So my stop is currently at 19.5 now. My actual exit is at 11 quarter because I think it's going to the 10. This is the original trade I was trying to take earlier
Oh yeah, that's a good trade.
because the 10 was the solid exit that I was looking for. But I should have taken the 3 points of profit and then freaking got back in when it got up higher.
Or just wait till it comes back to your zone. You know what I mean? Because that's the area that you like. Do you like that 29 area?
Yep.
Just wait to go back.
I
like that.
I've
I like that area as well, and it's the point of
I've liked
control
it
now
for
too. So
3 days now. 3 days I've been in that area. I really like that 30.
Yeah, and the 33 is the caught point of control, so staying below that is bearish.
We got to the 17 even. As soon as we break the 17, I'll drop it to 19 and then I won't touch it.
I thought you already
And
said
if
it's
it
at
hits, gets
19.
to my exit. Oh, I was looking, I did take one of them off at 19, but it was my first exit. Now I have another exit down at 11 quarter. Or I have another exit down at 11 quarter. But I didn't have my stop there, so it hit that exit and then came back up and I trailed it down a little bit.
See, and I only
As soon
got
as it
short the
breaks.
22, so I don't have like the luxury, you know. I just got to get out
Oh, right, no.
because I'm just more looking for the scalp.
Okay, if we pop this, it looks like it's gonna hit me. It hit me. All right, I got out 19.5. I'm done. Those are my day's trades. All done.
Yeah, the breath is super negative. Everything has been pretty negative. You know, tick is, you know, negative, weighted AD, 100% negative. Even hitting the 250, right, is something we talked about. We haven't seen really a lot. Yesterday we saw it, and then today we're seeing it again. So it's something that we haven't been seeing lately. Also, we're double the average range of the past couple days. Yesterday, I guess we had the bigger range 40, but before that 25, 25, 23. Like we were having some small days in there. And the super mechanic trade right to the prior month high. Who could have guessed it? Yeah, I think it's about that time. I'm going to go ahead and take a break here. We still, right, obviously still continue to lean with the downside, especially, well, we can see the halfbacks move down a little bit, but still not over. So, in reality, we're really just still leaning with the downside here. Let's see if we put these. Yeah, you can see where the A halfback was. It's a little bit higher now, but Eternal's still weak. And like I said, if you're gonna get long, wait for it to get back up here to the 46. You know what I mean? There is a last chance kind of long area, like basically down here from the balance low, where the market could really kind of go either way. So like 12 to 6, 12 to 7. But I mean, as the market's down there, you know, the long is a lot higher risk, if that makes sense. All right, but I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back this afternoon, probably M or period or J period or something like that. Probably like around like 2 o'clock Eastern.